Let's take a look at exercise 60. In exercise 60, they say triangle PQR has angle Q, this one is 32 degrees, and angle R is 24 degrees. Furthermore, PT, this one, is the bisector of angle P, and ST is parallel to PQ. Okay, calculate angle S1. If you have trouble with exercises like this, as I already sometimes said, take a look whether you can calculate, for example, an angle sum first, and if they give you a triangle with parallel edges, be on the lookout for corresponding angles and alternate angles. They ask you to calculate angle S1 here. So since there are two parallel lines here, can I find a corresponding or alternate angle in which S1 is included? Well, I think I can draw one. If I take a look at this right here, like so. This is in the shape of an F, right, with ST being parallel to PQ. That means that in that blue shape, this angle right here, so you could say P12, that one, is equal to S1. So I can already write that down, right? If I don't want to forget that part, I could write down angle P12, so the whole angle of P, is going to be equal to angle S1. Why? Because of corresponding angles. But I don't know angle P12. But remember the first tip that I gave you guys. If you start out, take a look whether you can calculate angles using the angle sum of a triangle. And if I take a look at triangle PQR, I know angle Q and I know angle R. So to calculate angle P12, I can do 180 minus 32 minus 24. Because that is the triangle. In that case, I can calculate the angle sum. Right, this is going to be 56, so that leaves me with 124 degrees. And this is because of the angle sum T triangle. Hey, so now I know what angle S1 is as well, right? Because I stated it right here. So angle S1 is 124 degrees as well. Oh. Like this. Why? Yeah, corresponding angles. I already kind of stated that beforehand, right? So that's angle A. At B, they want you to now calculate T2, this one. Again, take a look whether corresponding or alternate angles can help you. I'm going to erase this blue F for a moment because T2 is not in this F-shaped figure, if it lets me. Yeah, like this. Is there maybe a Z-shaped, of a Z shape you could say, that contains T2? Yeah, there is, right. Take a look at this one. Here, in this figure, you can now say that T2 is going to be equal, let's do it like this, T2 is going to be equal to P2 because of the alternate angles in this case. Do I know P2? Not yet, but I can calculate it fairly quickly because angle P1 equals angle P2 because this was the bisector. So that means they're equally as big, equal in size. In total they were 124 degrees. So that means one angle must be 62 degrees. Why? Bisector. And now I can just say that angle P2 is going to be equal to angle T2 is 62 degrees. Why? In this case, because of alternate angles. Okay, and then last but not least, angle T3. Well, I think angle T3 isn't that much of a problem anymore because we have PQT, in which we know angle P2 and we know angle Q. So we can now calculate angle T3 rather quickly by taking the angle sum. Angle T3 is going to be 180 minus 62 minus, and now I have to take a look again. So this is 62, right? And minus 32. Like this. And that's going to give you 86 degrees. Why? Angle sum. Triangle. So if you've got exercises like this, a few tips. First, let's take a look at this without my auxiliary lines. Take a look. If they give you the information that some lines are parallel, big chance that you have to use alternate or corresponding angles. Sometimes it also indicates that you have to use properties of special quadrilaterals or triangles though. So it doesn't always mean that you have to use corresponding or alternate angles. But be on the lookout for them, because sometimes it's a tip that you have to take a look right there. And if you have the chance, or if you are stuck, check whether you can calculate an angle with the angle sum of a triangle. Als je vastloopt, kijk altijd heel eventjes of je een hoek kan berekenen met behulp van de hoekensom. Als ik 2 hoeken weet in een driehoek, kan ik de derde altijd uitrekenen. Right? And yeah, practice with corresponding angles and alternate angles. Be on the lookout for F shapes and Z shapes. Okay? In that case, I would say good luck.